Hi guys, thank you so much for all your support so far. This is my last video report. Campaigning's nearly over and we're about to find out who's going to be on the Guild exec for next year. I was planning to do a full-on question and answer session, but in the past 2 weeks I've only actually had one question, so I thought I'd just answer it here and then finish off with the last video report. The question was about access to campus and what we can do to improve it for people with physical disabilities, particularly in light of the van that's actually lodged underneath the bridge across from campus towards the Guild. I think the two separate issues here are access to campus and access on campus. Certainly the Selly Oak site is somewhere I've never been, so I would have to go and check that one out before looking at that. But regarding the Edgbaston campus, I think if people have got physical disabilities getting onto campus, I see no real reason why we couldn't use the existing shuttle bus between the Selly Oak and Edgbaston campuses and have it stop somewhere in Selly Oak that's accessible for all students with physical disabilities to then be able to board the bus and be taken straight onto campus. To prevent it from being misused and therefore not having the space for people with the physical disabilities, we'd probably have to make it so that this service was only available to people with physical disabilities. There would also be issues surrounding whether the buses are actually wheelchair friendly, physically accessible. But that's certainly something we can look at and something that's already implemented, so there shouldn't be any more real cost issues there either. Regarding access on campus, I think it'd be something that we'd have to bring up at the working group. So maybe one time we could have a discussion where people who have physical issues on campus would be able to explain to me where exactly they think the main issues are, what people require, where the difficulties are getting around campus, because I realise there probably are a lot of steps around that most of us just don't notice, and thinking about it now, it's probably not the most access friendly campus around. So certainly we'd have to probably prioritise the issues, work out where the main focus points are for improving accessibility, making sure then that we work with the rest of the Guild and the Estates Office to look at that, find out what the Estates Office have actually got planned, because they may have works with renovations on campus that we just don't know about. I guess in the end it will be a question of money and priorities, but certainly if there are hot issues, it's a case of giving people the opportunity to air what's going on, and then we can go back to the Guild and back to the university and say, this is what needs sorting out, is there anything we can do about it, and then work at it from there. So this is it. It's Wednesday now. Campaigning finishes in less than 48 hours, so does voting closes. Thank you very much to all of you who've supported me so far and for all of you who've voted. If you haven't voted, you've got till 2 o'clock on Friday. You go on to my.bham and then there's a link that you click on the right hand side to vote in the elections. Scroll down to the election for disabled students officer and vote me as number 1, please. Please vote. I really appreciate it, because I really believe that I can be the voice to push for the support and the opportunities for all the disabled students on campus. Everybody needs to make sure they've got the same opportunities at the university. Let me do something to try and change that, to work with everybody and make sure everybody's included here. Just to remind you, while you are voting, don't forget to vote in the rest of the elections as well, and also in the referendum. Huge changes going on here, so please make sure you can use the Facebook groups and the Guild website to read about the Guild referendum, see what you think, and please make an informed decision. Make sure you read properly between the lines and make sure you choose what you think is right for the long-term future of the Guild and your university. So you've got until 2 o'clock on Friday to vote, so stop watching this video and get on with it. Thank you very much. This is your Guild, and please use this opportunity to choose the representation you want for the next year.